हरे कृष्ण। मम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे। We'll just also try to say what Prabhupada is telling about this the points here. We have seen here till yesterday, and Brahma is telling we heard the translations. We'll see the purports also. After arriving at the place of combat, Brahma, the leaders of thousands of sages and translators, saw the demon who had attained such unprecedented power that no one could fight with him. Brahma then addressed Narayana, who was assuming the form of boar for the first time. Lord Brahma said, "My dear Lord, this has proved to be constant pinprick to the demigods, the Brahmanas, the cows, the innocent persons who are spotless and always dependent upon worshipping your lotus feet. He has become a source of fear by unnecessarily harassing them. Since he has attained a boon from me, he has become a demon, always searching for a proper combat, wandering all over the universe for their infamous purpose." This also, uh, we will just read the purport again. There are two classes of living entities. One is called Sura, or the demigods, and the other is called Asura, or the demons. Demons are generally fond of worshipping the demigods, and their evidence is that by such worship, they get extensive power for their sense gratification. So, this is the point which we have discussed yesterday. And then Lord Brahma continued, "My dear Lord, there is no need to play with this serpentine demon who is always very skilled in conjuring tricks and is arrogant, self sufficient, and most wicked." So, this also Modeyat Krishtika Sarpatya. So Prahlad Maharaj says, when the demons are killed, the snake is killed, the saintly people are happy. Oh, saintly person means who is not envious. He is saintly. That means, like, we may say, okay, I'll kill all the snakes now. I'll be happy. No, if we are not envious, then we can kill who are envious. That is the point. Of course, if snake is there around, we should take care of it. But otherwise, we should not just get pleasure in killing, because we should be free from envy ourselves. That is the most important point. No one is unhappy when the serpent is killed. It is practice among village boys to catch a serpent by tail and play it for some time and kill. So this is it. So main point here is killing. The sadhus are happy because they are non-envious. That is the main point there. Otherwise, it may cause some reactions. So that means our tendency for violence will increase, just like that. Brahma continued, "My dear Lord, you are infallible. Please kill this sinful demon before the demonic hours arrive and he presents another formidable approach favorable to him. You can kill him by your internal potency without doubt." So, Brahma has faith. "My dear Lord, the darkest evening which covers the world is fast approaching. Since you are the soul of all souls, kindly kill him and win victory for the demigods." And Brahma says the auspicious period, known as Abhijita, which is most appropriate for victory, commenced at midday and midnight also, both, and has all but passed. Therefore, in the interest of your friends, please dispose of this formidable foe quickly. And the demon, luckily for us, has come of his own accord to you. His death ordained by you. Therefore, exhibiting your ways, kill him in duel and establish the world in peace. And this is actually what the uh, Brahma is praying. So he is afraid a little bit and is also concerned for the Lord. So both are there. Here he is showing, and we will see what the further shlokas will just continue that. Maitreya said, after hearing the words of Brahma, the creator, who was free from all sinful purposes and as sweet as nectar, as sweet as nectar, The Lord heartily laughed and accepted his prayers with a glance laden with love. Prabhupada, right? Nice purport. The word Nirvalika is very significant. The prayers of the demigods or devotees of the Lord are free from all sinful purposes. But the prayers of demons are always filled with sinful purpose. The demon Hiranyaksha became powerful by deriving a boon from Brahma, and after retaining that boon, he created a disturbance because of his sinful intentions. We don't know what boon he get, but he did definitely got some boon. That means demons know how the things work in this world. Problem is they want to misuse that. That is the problem. That means, say now there are so many lawyers, they know how the rule works. And with the help of same rule, they try to help others gain money, escape the punishment. They use the same rule to help them escape the punishment. So that's how they make good money. Big people, they know the loopholes, all the chartered accountants, lawyers, some other people who work with these laws, they know what are the loopholes and how it can be taken advantage. Similarly, this is demonic mentality. They know the rules. They know with the help of rules how to means what is the rule they know. If we do tapasya, if we do austerities, if you perform all these some pious credits, then you gain strength, and with that strength you start doing all these nefarious activities. So they know how to gain strength, but they don't use the strength in a proper way. That is the problem. The politicians now they know how to gain strength, but they don't use it properly. They use all this strength, power, and all for their own sense of gratification. So this is all demonic mentality. In here in action, it's a typical. They know rules, but they don't want to follow the rules. They became so powerful. That means they went and did so much tapasya. Can you imagine just sitting in the Himalayas and performing great austerities, controlling mind and senses, and focusing on just one thing? It's such a great achievement. And now also, if you see these politicians are big business icons and all these people, they are also very focused, very focused. Even scientists, very focused. And because of that focus, anything mind, if you are focusing, the mind gets strong strength. And because of their mental strength, they're able to control people. So if a politician comes and he gives a big speech, he can motivate so many people. Like Hitler, he constructed stadiums just for his speech. And they say that three months is to practice for one speech. And once he gives the speech, that's all. Millions of people were motivated to do something most stupid activity also, but they were motivated. That was Hitler. The point is what they gain strength. If focus scientists, how they're able to make such wonderful inventions and discoveries, that's a focus. They don't use it properly, that's a different thing. But even these politicians, they're quite absorbed and focused. That's why Bhaktisiddhanta says, Thakur says that we should learn from these materialistic people how to focus. And by that they gain strength. We also should gain, but our strength is we want spiritual strength. We want to please Krishna. That's all. There's a difference. But absorption is there for them also. There is no doubt. They have performed great austerity to like you may say, oh, he's a demon. Okay, he's a demon, no? But if he is not comparable only. How many of us will be able to sit and meditate on Brahma, or not even Brahma, like how many people can sit and do tapasya like Hiranyaksha or Hiranyakashipu? Not even great sages can do like this. They are quite advanced than sages also. That's why Hiranyaksha, he took lessons from Vena. He said, okay, this Vena was killed by Brahmanas. Let me do more austerities than this Brahmanas so that they cannot touch me. That's how Hiranyaksha went. He took, he said, no way, I will not take chance. I will do more austerity so that the curse of Brahmanas don't affect only. Of course, he could not beat poor Kumaras, their hostilities was more. Because of their curse, they became very upset with him. That's why he died. And of course, he offended Prahlad. That is a different thing. But the main point is this has an effect. We have to acknowledge that the hostility is there and they have done it. And we have to also perform austerities, but for pleasure of Krishna. The prayers of Brahma and other demigods are not to be compared to the prayers of demons. Their purpose is to please the Supreme Lord. Therefore, the Lord smiled and accepted the prayers to kill the demon. Demons who are never interested in praising the Supreme Personality of Godhead because they have no information of Him go to the demigods, and in Bhagavad Gita this is condemned. So, this is Avidipurva, Krishna says. Persons who go to the demigods and pray for the advancement in sinful activities are considered to be bereft of intelligence. Krishna says, Antavantu phalam tesham tadbhavati alpamedsa, less intelligent, bereft of. Demons have lost all intelligence because they do not know what is actually their self-interest. So, nate vidu swartha gatim Vishnu. Even though they are doing so much, but they don't know why they means for what. That is the main point. The demons they cannot understand why. They know how. This is the difference. Like Saturday, we want to take a session on why there is death. People know how, but they don't have answers for why. So Saturday, if you are interested, you can join the session. Why there is death. That is our topic of discussion. Demons have lost all intelligence because they do not know what is actually their self-interest. If they are in, if they have information of the Supreme Personality of God, they decline to approach Him. It is not possible for them to get their desired boons from the Supreme Lord because their purpose are always sinful. It is said that the dichotics in Bengal used to worship the goddess Kali for fulfillment of sinful desires to plunder their others' property. But sorry, dacoits. The dacoits use worship, but they never want. Actually, in Kerala also we have kuti chakas. Kuti chaka. Yeah, there are some Nambutri Brahmanas. They have tichakas. There, in the front of it you will be having a board. If you want to, they will do some black magic and fulfill your desire. So you want to destroy your enemy, usurp others' property, or get this, get that. So there is a payment for it. You want this is the payment. You want this is the payment. And you just have to pay them, they will do some black magics and get. And they never went to a Vishnu temple because they might have been unsuccessful in praying to Vishnu. Therefore, the prayers of the demigods or the devotees of Supreme Personality of God are always untainted by sinful purposes. So we should be very clear that we want Krishna in life. Then the decisions we make and things we do, it is always pure devotional activity. And Krishna will give that intelligence. Okay, do this, do this. Dadami Buddhi Yoganda. Krishna is the giver of intelligence. But he gives intelligence based on our desire. Whether I should go for nice muhurta or not, Krishna gives the intelligence. Because we want to go to him. So Krishna knows how to help his devotees. So then he is definitely going to help. But we should desire to go to him. Then any muhurta is good only. But we can take nice muhurta if it is if it is that facility is available. Say you are having a Brahmana in your house and he knows this, you can take advantage. But it is not compulsory. The Lord, who had approached from the nostrils of Brahma, sprung and aimed his mace at the chin of his enemy, the Hiranyaksha demon, was shockingly fearlessly before him. So गाल के नीचे एक मारा just slapped under the chin and finish. Stuck by the uh, oh acha, this is uh, his mace at the chin of his enemy. Struck by his demon's mace, however, the Lord's mace slipped from his hand and looked splendid as it fell down whirling. This was miraculous, for the mace was blazing wonderfully. So Hiranyaksha also could achieve a great feat that he could make the Lord slip. Beat so hard that it slipped from his hand. Even though the demon had an excellent opportunity to strike his unarmed foe without obstruction, he respected the law of single combat, thereby kindling the fury of the Supreme Lord. So, this is the Kshatriya spirit. They don't compromise. Even if you say that, okay, I will, you will have all weapons, your opponent will not have weapons, you can kill him. They'll not appreciate it. They say, no, even if I die also, I should die as a Kshatriya. I should not die as a coward. For them, death is not a point. This is a very important thing to understand. For Kshatriyas, that is not a question only. For them, the question is power. For them, question is how much chivalrous they are, what is their strength. So that makes a difference. Even if they win like that, it's an insult for them. So, no, I don't want it. That's why we hear the story when Arjuna was told by Krishna, "Arey, go to Duryodhana and get that 5 arrows." Bhishma said that, this 5 arrows I am going to kill Pandavas. Duryodhana said, okay, I'll keep with them tomorrow, I'll give you. And Krishna tells, go and get them. And Krishna tells to Arjuna, go and get them. Arjuna goes. And he reminds Duryodhana, you promised me when I protected you from Gandharva Chitrata, you promised me that you will give me whenever anything I ask. Then Duryodhana asks, you want the kingdom? I'll give you. And Duryodhana is a Kshatriya, Arjuna is Kshatriya. Arjuna said, no, I cannot take. I am a Kshatriya. I will know how to get it. I will fight and I'll get. Even if I lose also, it's not a problem. But if I should get by fighting only. And then he asked, okay, what do you want? He said, I want that 5 arrows. And Duryodhana knows, if I give this 5 arrows, I will lose. Then there is no chance for me for victory. But because he's a Kshatriya, he gave a word, he had to keep it. That is the spirit of Kshatriya. He cannot, even though he's demon, but he has that spirit of a Kshatriya. That is very important. So here also, Hiranyaksha is a demon, but he has the spirit of Kshatriya. Now, people don't have Kshatriyas, sir. They're all Shudras only. Even though they're in army, they have weapons. They don't have Kshatriya spirit. They hide. They don't fight in direct front to front. They hide. They try to drop the bombs in the middle of the night. There are no Kshatriya spirits there. So when there was war between India and Pakistan, one Rajput, he took a flight. He was fighter only, but without taking the command, he just took a jet fighter. He just went across the border, fought with them, and he died also. And they says that he's the last Kshatriya because he could not tolerate it. How come they are coming and attacking? He just took up and he went. He is not like, okay, we'll wait, we'll have a strategy, in the night we'll go. He's not night fighter. They just went outright and finished. So the point what I want to tell is that we the Kshatriyas have this spirit, and that's why people trust them. Why so many people depend on them? Because they know Brahmanas, Vaishya, Shudras, they all take shelter. Because that time it's not any elections. You voluntarily stay in a kingdom because you know this the king will protect. He is very righteous or he is very chivalrous. Even though he will lose his life, but he will not let me down. He will definitely protect. So that's why that's why the Kshatriyas they maintain that spirit also. They maintain it because they can maintain the followers. So they know like why people still followed Duryodhana even though he's demand. They know this fellow he's a Kshatriya and he did some mischief. That's why Krishna wanted replacement. But otherwise, they were good followers. Yudhishthira was giving this argument also. Arey, Duryodhana was ruling nicely only. Of course, he did mischief, so everybody will do. He is insulting a woman in public. But otherwise, he knows if he gives a word, Duryodhana, he will also keep it. And Duryodhana also will keep his word if he does it. With Pandavas, he was very envious. That's the reason he did all these things. But otherwise, now he kept a word, even with Arjuna also. So that's a Kshatriya spirit. They cannot do it otherwise. This is very important. They will protect Dharma at any cost, even at the cost of their death. That's it. Karna was also having that spirit. That's why he could not change to Pandavas. Even though Krishna comes and tells Karna, okay, come on, Karna, you are son of Kunti only. You will become the king. Support the Pandavas. Karna said, no, not possible. His ego don't apply. It's a Kshatriya spirit. As the lords miss fell to the ground and a cry of alarm arose from the witnessing crowd of gods and rishis, the personality of God acknowledged the demon's love of righteousness and therefore invoked his Sudarshan. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. Any questions, comments? Thank you all very much. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam teacher. So, okay, there is a question in chat box. Now, what is the conclusion of following time, Prabhuji? How to do others should interpret and follow? One thing, we are sincere. Krishna will give intelligence how to follow, what to follow. We just have to want to desire to go towards Krishna. That is the most. Oh, Satya Mataji asked, but she's not there in the. That's- so, not a problem. So, the main thing is we have to be sincere and Krishna will give intelligence. Tadami buddhi yogam. So any activity we want to go closer to Krishna is pure devotion activity. So astrology, astronomy, anything, yoga is everything you can use. Ayurveda, Vastu, everything can be used. And the desire should be very clear. Then only it is pure devotion. Otherwise, it's a mixture of karma.